This is it, Adam.
Whoa, this is it.
We've peaked.
Have we? Is this where we peak?
After months of shoddy release schedules, we've been called back by one below average but not horrible cyber metal album.
Well, hold on. I wouldn't disperse the genre of cyber metal like that. Now, I'm not too familiar with it, but I do know a couple of artists, and I don't know.
Dude, it's funny because this isn't even like cyber metal.
It's
not. This is literally like proto-gent with like horrific MIDI samples and clean sections.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is symphonic to whatever extent you are willing to give that word.
It's like Contradictions Collapse.
Yeah.
With like mid-2000s metalcore choruses, but in like goth rock stylings. I don't know. That's what I'd describe it as. Anywho, yeah. So after this, we're breaking up the band. PMMetalGuide as a brand is no longer.
I mean, clearly, because there's nothing more important that we have to say than what is about this record.
Yeah, this is all that we have left to cover.
Yeah.
Our artistic integrity is dead. Our journalistic integrity is long dead. This is it.
Yeah, this is it. We are, of course, for those who may be new. I mean, you know what? This could blow up because of the takes and the fan base. Who knows?
Because of the TikTok we're making to promote it.
Right. We're talking about the newest Fear Factory record, Aggression Continuum. Now, for those also who don't know, PMMetalGuide has a long and complicated history with Fear Factory, as the band has constantly been in the news with everything from lineup changes to someone trying to kill Dino's dog.
Yeah, someone trying to kill Dino or something.
There's something with that. Burton C. Bell left the band. I don't know. There's so much stuff happening with this group. I don't know. But here they are. It's time.
Yes, and after this, we'll never recover. Actually, we have like infinite stuff to talk about because
we got a lot to talk about. It's been
this
a while.
podcast was conceived as a weekly podcast, and then summer happened, and I'm working 50 hours a week, and Adam's in Malaysia.
Hey, I'm working 40 hours a week too. Let's not skimp.
Well, all right, fine. We're not skimping.
All right, regardless.
Should have been at the Guillotine show.
You're right, I should have. Busy stuff.
Oh yeah, now we can do show reviews, dude.
Yeah, we can do show reviews. Thank God. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, actually, there are a few shows coming up. Do you want to go to an emo show at the Palladium on the 24th with me and a friend?
Of July?
Yeah.
I'll consider it. But that's not something to talk about here. We got music. We have so much music.
Fantano gave another 10.
And it's actually, it's good that we filmed this today of all days, our comeback, because this is a big day in music. For those
music history.
Yeah.
Fantano's completed the Infinity Gauntlet. He has all 6 stones.
He has all 6 stones. So spelling the turning wheel. Dropped was it a month ago or something?
It dropped a couple weeks ago. Yeah. No, it dropped a couple weeks ago.
No, that's almost.
Except it leaked early, and that's why everyone on RYM was posting it early.
Gotcha.
But I've had this album for my radio job for like a month at this point. I've listened to it a few times. Listened to it before Fantano gave the 10. It's in the. I added it to the system because it is definitely good. But I must say, we were talking a little bit beforehand, and this is easily my least favorite Fantano 10 so far.
Yeah, I think it comes with style and kind of, the way we think about our music and the way we like the other 10s is so much different from what makes this 10 a 10.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a tweet about this, so I'm aping the tweet, but it's like, if theater kids and band kids just like were trapped on an island for a year, this is the album you get. And it's immaculately done. Like, performances are great. It's well written. It sounds amazing. Like, the whole thing flows gorgeously, and there's not a bad track here. In fact, they're all really good. It's just, wow, I can't listen.
Yeah,
I can't listen to R&B anything.
Mm-hmm. I have to listen to it a couple more times and really assess it, but it probably won't be making it on my list for the end of the year as much as it might. It should, but I don't know.
Well, it's funny because Pitchfork gave it like an 8.6 best new music.
Right.
So, and it's always funny because Fantano, has his own score system.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally separate from the other two.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's quite good. I'm sure. I made sure to check the night of to see what her like Spotify plays were,
Yeah.
and like already they're all like quadrupled or tripled or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Well.
So he definitely has that effect.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
And he did a pretty good interview. If you gotta talk about the Black Midi interview with Fantano, it was pretty amazing.
It was. I mean, they're just such a band to behold
they're
at
just
this point.
memers.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly. I mean, Jordy Greep's multiple Instagrams give me life.
Honestly.
Dude,
I re-listened to Dead Sheeran, the Ed Sheeran beef track.
Not bad.
Honestly, not
bad. It's funny.
Should I get some nice... So I'm eating mac and cheese right now. Should we get some ASMR in the mic?
If you feel that would complement our performance, then that's fine. I don't think I can hear you. I think your filter's doing a good job keeping that out of
Damn it.
the sound. Anyway, back to music. The other big, I think, record that came out recently that we haven't talked about is the brand new Tyler, the Creator record. Call me if you
get lost, baby.
I think it's great. Yeah.
I agree, it's really good.
I think it's wicked good. I like Digor a lot. I like Flower Boy. I'm not surprised that I like this record.
Yeah. It's definitely a return to form.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tyler can do like sort of the East Coast like influence from everything, but primarily like jazz rap thing better than anybody. He has a great ear for production, great ear for vocal hooks, bars.
Mm-hmm.
And this record's definitely his victory lap. It's really well done, put together. I think the 2 8-minute pieces are good for the most part. I think the production on the second one is pretty bad. That's like kind of purposeful.
Yeah, we'll try.
But yeah, this thing slaps.
Yep.
The beats are great. These features are the Wheezy feature's insane.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the best Lil Wayne verse I've heard ever, like in years. The Pharrell feature's sick. Even the NBA Youngboy feature's good.
The NBA Youngboy feature's hysterical because he's so bad, but that verse it's awesome. Like, it's such
great,
a good
yeah.
performance.
And DJ Drama, like it's such a meme, but he absolutely slays this whole record.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's really good. I think I enjoy this more than Igor. I actually re-listened to Igor today because I knew we'd mention it. And honestly, dude, I don't think the record's great.
I need to re-listen to it. I don't know. I mean,
maybe I'm just racist and I dislike R&B too much.
Well, I don't know about those, but I don't know. This album hits hard as hell, and it's good. I mean, you expect quality,
Rolls Royce pull up.
And yeah, all the songs are great. The album's bold. The album's bolded already on RYM. So
I know.
Take with that what you will.
Honestly, I'll probably never enjoy another Tyler record as much as Goblin. So
that's fair. But that would have had a 2.5 on Rate Your Music, Sam.
Radicals, motherfucking radicals.
All right. Well, I guess we can move into more obscure.
I'm touching off that.
Please.
I've been listening to, I guess it's a new trend in order to better understand what most people listen to. I've been listening to the most popular albums each week on the Billboard #1.
Wonderful.
And Tyler and Doja were like basically tied for it last week, so I listened to both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Doja Cat record is not great. She has some bangers, but like most major label pop records, it's pretty inconsistent. And the thing that makes Doja Cat like impressive is the fact that she can do basically any genre and still sound like very confident in place.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing is so spotty, and especially after the 5th track, every track could just be sung by virtually any other like female pop star rapper at this point.
Sure.
So she totally throws away what like makes her interesting.
That sucks.
In like the latter half, but I mean there are some bangers like Kiss Me More, like it's one of the biggest singles of the year, is good. Get Into It's pretty good. Woman, Naked are pretty good. But the rest of it's pretty generic. Would not recommend listening to the full album, but it's not horrible.
Fair enough.
Also, definitely not for me. Like, I listen to like Esoc Trillium and Cephalus, those I've been listening to those records more than any other recently, if that tells you anything.
Yeah. Fair enough. I haven't listened to it yet. I'll have to give my full opinion on it, but I'm sure your take is pretty darn close to being correct. What
do you think of this Amon Ra?
I think it's a grower. I don't know if I like it as much as I do Mass 5. But on the other hand, as I'm listening to it more, there are certain parts and pieces that I didn't think I would like that I do like, and certain things that I don't.
Did you know that the Oathbreaker guitarist is just in Amon Ra?
No, I didn't. But thank you for that.
And Oathbreaker vocalist guests like 3 times here.
That makes sense. Well, they're part of the same. They're all in the Church of Ra. They're all in that little Belgian music.
I thought it was Church of the Eye.
No, Church of. I think it's the. Hold on, now I
think it's Church of Ra. I think you're right. But yeah, I was reading the Invisible Orange interview, which is a really good interview, by the way.
Yeah, it's got Weege, dude, Amon Ra, and an Oathbreaker.
Yeah, and they just like mentioned that like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, guitarist from his Oathbreaker days.
I'm looking on the.
He's literally in both of the bands.
Wait, hold on, really? No. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, and our girl is the female vocalist in all these tracks.
Of course, dude. Kato.
Make a follow up.
Dude, absolutely make follow up. I think that the Amon Ra record, it's interesting. I like the way it uses ambient, but I also don't. It's also heavy, but not heavy. It really is just another Amon Ra album, and it's really hard to digest. Because, like, their singles and, like, a couple of the moments here, like, Het Gloren, that 4th track, is just stunning. Entire way through. But, like, the singles are, like, okay, but, like, they're also just really good because the band's really good. I'm not sure how I feel about the longer tracks. I'm glad they're exploring it.
I think they're growers. Like, I think Vorhammer is definitely a grower because it's like 6 minutes of ambience, and if you can get through the 6 minutes of ambience, it's like the best track on the record.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be rewarded for listening to it for sure. And I do think it's really good, but I am still trying to process how I fully feel about it, because it could either be like really really good or just like yeah, it's pretty good, but I don't think I'll return to it. I want to be able to return to it. I mean, it's freaking awesome.
I mean, I don't know. I think if you're a fan of Amon Ra, you'll like this. I think if you have more like ambient inclinations, you'll like this. I agree. I don't think this is as good as Mass 3 or Mass 5.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different direction for them. I mean, look, if they ever tour stateside again, I'll go to that show in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that is one that has come out.
Yeah, the record's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Since we literally never talked about any of these records because it's been so long, I'm listening to Death Requiem for the Serpent Telepath like endlessly.
It's so
this
good.
This record is ludicrously good.
Yes.
Like, I understand it's too long. Don't get
no,
me
but
wrong,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter when like the song quality is this good. Like, I just love the way that what's his name? It's like Askathar.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna look it up.
Weird. Anywho, I just love the way that he just like does not give 2 shits about like repetition.
Astagul.
So you'll get. I was pretty close.
Anyway, sorry.
Like, so he'll just be like, all right, here's like a MIDI harpsichord passage. It's going to loop for 8 minutes and then everything's just going to change under it and it's going to be great. Or like, I don't know, the way that he'll just kind of like eschew real like complexity and make like simple riffs with just a million things going on is very impressive. And the whole thing works and it's really well done. I just love it. Like, I know this sort of music is made for me. But that doesn't mean I don't love it all the way through, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's from the moment it came out, it's just it doesn't fail to impress on every single listen. I'm just like, wow. And it's so sticky. The riffs are so hard. But like it's also just the most unique black metal album of the year. And that's another thing.
It's great. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I know it's probably not his best record, but it's quite solid.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on that same note, the Septus record is insane. If you have the stomach for this sort of thing, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Once again, Doug Moore doesn't disappoint. And oh my god, Imperial Triumphant and Puron show, and they're playing the Middle East. Yeah,
you'll catch us there. We're already there.
Say hi. Maybe I'm gonna see if I can get Doug Moore to sign my ass.
Clearly,
he'll be doing the merch table. I'll be like, hey, so I have this copy of Weeping Source.
Dude, I'll take it, dude.
Adam will wear his Weeping Source and Puron shirts.
Yeah, they'll do both.
Anywho, Septus record's insane. I wish I got it, but it's one of those things where like sometimes I'll be listening to like folk music or pop music or whatever for like my job or because I'm hanging out with friends, and then I get home and I'm like, all right, Septus time, and suddenly it just cleanses my palate and it's great.
Yeah, it really is,
and it's
just the like, it's so gritty. Everything is so anti-music, and it just it's great.
Yeah, it's like dissonant tech very, where Puron have sort of gone off in like a no wave inspired direction, and I love that. But this is much more like
pure
like long form dissonant tech death with a lot of BM influence. And it's really good. I'll probably be on the year-end list somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going to be pretty high, honestly. It's pretty high for me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But
let's see. Do you want to go? Because I have like 8 more albums to talk about.
I guess I'll just talk about what's on my mind and what's kind of been on my mind. There's 2 things. We'll start with the Yacha record, because I don't think we talked about that here either.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Well, we have great memory.
Yeah. It's been a while. Regardless, that album's great.
Yeah, no, it's sick. It's amazing. It's really solid.
Grindcore, sumac, and everything in between. Oh, makes my tummy nice and warm.
It's ball-breakingly heavy. Sounds awesome. Flows really well. It's definitely like, the debut record.
Yeah.
In the sense that you can tell the band have had a long time to like perfect their songcraft on it, and it shows.
Yeah. Absolutely stellar, I'd say. The one that I'm currently working through is the second release from a funeral doom band by the name of Hellish Form that has a member of Body Void in it, and a member of Keeper in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's just the 2 of them, and it's super like kind of atmospheric and like not upbeat, like it's like major funeral doom metal half the time, and super wide production. Like it's really quiet, and the whole record is kind of based in this like soup of just like being outside, right? And like everything's really far away, but like it really holds the heaviness. But the soundscapes kind of just envelop over the song, and synth passages start to come in, as like you have your traditional like Indian style sludge doom going on, and then you have these really like breathy synths and choirs just kind of like exploding, but not cornily, not corny or any, tropey. It really kind of makes, it's almost post-Rockian, I guess, in the way that these songs develop.
This will probably be like Atramentus for me in the sense that it's an amazing record that I just never listen to enough because it's funeral doom.
Yeah.
Like, I love my funeral doom, don't get me wrong, but it is not exactly a style of music that lends itself to easy listening.
Not by any stretch. I completely agree. So yeah, take it in breaths, but I think this record's really cool and has a lot of weight in my music listening for the year.
All right. We gotta talk about the Diamond Snipe record.
Okay. I guess should we preface it? I don't know. Do people know? I mean, people know, but do people know?
Sure, yeah. So Demon Snipe is the band probably best known from the dude who runs Page for Music Chads. Yeah. The Chad, if you will.
His name is Chad.
They're from the Netherlands, so they're Dutch.
Yeah.
And this record is like a combination of like utter Swans worship and then like electronic influenced post rock.
Well, it makes sense. Have you heard the other band he's in? The Dream Pop band?
Yeah, I have.
It makes a lot of sense why there's a lot of electronic aspects on this project from listening to that. So the record, I don't even remember what it's called.
Life Without Adrenaline.
Life Without Adrenaline by Diamond Snipe. I don't know how to say it. Demon Snipe, whatever. But it's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the thing about Chad is like, I don't know, we've been following him on the memes for years. We're in the Patreon Music Chad's Discord server. Yeah. It's great. You know, we listen. Mm-hmm. He has some pretty good musical takes, and I don't know, this record's fine. Like, you can tell there are a lot of really good ideas here. I just wish there were better songs.
It's a debut, and you know what? Fine, I'll take it. I'm excited to see where the band's gonna go, but they really do wear their influences on their sleeve, and where they don't lean their influence on their sleeve, I feel like they don't go far enough. And I feel like they can.
I agree.
They have the potential to, and the drive. So I'm excited to see where they go, but they didn't get there here. All the way.
Yeah, no,
it's still a pretty good record. Like, I'm not like listening to this and being like, oh my god, I can't listen to this ever again. Like, I probably will.
Look, it sounds good. It's produced well. It's performed well.
Yeah, the bassist of Death Heaven fucking produced this album.
Yeah, it sounds great, and like it's on a major label.
Yeah,
in Dutchland, and it's good. I just wish like it was a little better.
Yeah, a little bit more bold. It just doesn't go far enough, you know? The climaxes aren't the Swans level that, of course, we expect, but, you know, that's hard to do.
And we love you, Chad, love it.
Yes, we love you. We're giving you the I know you've been posting about the sites who are talking about your album. We're talking about it right here. You can, if you want to
hit us with the shout out.
You'd like to hit us with a shout out, that'd be cool.
All right. I still have a few more.
No, that's fine.
So I'm listening to this Watson Park record actually quite a bit.
Whoa, that's crazy. Who's Watson Park, Sam?
Well, I'm glad you asked. They're a Merrimack NH 4-piece indie band. They play a style of indie music which kind of sounds influenced by everything, but I'd say most straight up is like indie folk / jangle pop.
Heck yeah.
Full disclosure, I went to school with one of the members of the band who's I'd consider a decent friend of mine, and so this is my friend's band. It's good. I've actually been enjoying it quite a bit. You know, it's very professional sounding. Some of these songs are definitely up there for me. Like the second song, Safer Means of Travel, is amazing. The song Doldrums is amazing, and the song Indian Summer amazing. I will say I think the A side is a little stronger than the B side. But, I mean, it's still a solid record. And, you know, it's always nice to support local music. I've listened to it quite a decent amount the past few weeks.
Heck yeah. I've listened to it a couple times.
Yeah, I'd recommend if you're into that sort of thing. Probably going to go see them perform it live in the next few weeks.
Heck yeah. Wait.
I still too many more. Have you listened to Die Catafalque?
Yeah, Vatic. I have.
This record's sick. I really like this.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was scared. I was going into it. But I'm glad that I was turned on the right path because it was worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've always been intimidated because, our guy, Hungarian name, which I always have trouble pronouncing, has like 9 million albums, and they're all like supposed to be good.
I think this is kind of a good breaking in point. I feel like it's not too insane, It's pretty straightforward considering all things.
Yeah, no, I'd fully agree. Yeah, and I mean, he also he does everything here. Like, he covers basically every genre you can reasonably on this record. And it all sounds like him.
Mm-hmm. All super unique.
Which is...
and obviously the sound quality is amazing. They spent their time... He spent his time perfecting that. And the songwriting, of course, is there to back it up. And it all sounds great. And all the performances are super energetic and very cool.
Yeah, no, it's really, really well done. Definitely, I think it will definitely be up there. It's also a grower because the songs are weird and all in Hungarian in every genre.
Yeah,
it's really solid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Almost to the end
of
what I've been listening to. Oh yes, so I know during the last cast we did, I mentioned the new Darko record.
Yes,
Darko US record, which is like hyper modern new deathcore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to this thing actually a decent amount. It's pretty good, like really good. Like if you like ridiculously heavy for heaviness sake, with the surprisingly strong like melodic core, highly recommend it.
I haven't checked it out, but I will. I will.
It is. I mean, I listened to a lot of like deathcore that I've heard is like, oh, this is pretty good, even if it's very straight up deathcore, and I'm always a little disappointed. But this one actually like sort of meets it there. Like, it is like heavy to the point of parody. Like,
okay.
These riffs sound like the. It's the project between the Chelsea Grin vocalist and one of the air guitarists, and these riffs are like hyper modern, like gent based death riffing on crack. Like, it sounds like they literally like cut out the dead space like in like Pro Tools or whatever in between notes, so they'll be like and then like with like bass actual bass drops, like ludicrously modern drumming and vocals that range from like eight pitches below what should be human possible to like the highest filts you can imagine, and it's so extra and it's really well done. Like I've never hated deathcore, but it's not exactly a genre I love.
Yeah,
and when I dip my toe in and want to listen to it every now and then, it's nice that something just encapsulates every trope so well. I would recommend it. I think it's good.
All right, understandable.
And I think those are all the albums I've been listening to.
That's it?
Actually, I mean, well, do we want to talk? Because, I've revisited a few classics recently when I have new opinions on them.
Sure, enlighten me. I got a couple. Hold on. Well, I'll go through I got a couple of things to talk about.
All right, go for it.
Mick Barr has a solo black metal project that he's been doing since like the beginning, and it just just dropped its first full length.
Oh really?
Yeah. The band is called Beast Lore, and the album is called Galaxies of Death. And I mean, like, you know what? If you like the Krallis stuff, you're gonna love this. It's a little more straightforward black metal than something like Krallis. But at the same time, you obviously know the wealth of influences that he is pulling from. And super stripped down production, Bandcamp only, that whole thing. It's very lo-fi. But the riffs are there. The songs are there. It's just a really, really solid black metal release. And, all things considered, it's coming from one of the most talented and I guess widely respected vocalists in underground metal. Or not even vocalists, creators, because he's got a ton of projects.
Yeah, no, seriously.
But it is a lot more just, it's black metal. But pretty good. Additionally, let's see. Did you listen to the Helvetia album?
I did, actually.
I think it's okay.
I'd agree. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking.
There are a couple great tracks, and that's about it.
I think our boy's done better in the past.
I would agree.
But it's still good. I mean, I don't know. I'll play the good tracks on the radio every week,
Right. What about did you listen to the the King Giz album that came out? The
Butterfly 3000?
Yeah, Butterfly 3000. I don't know.
If there is a somewhat notable indie album, I've listened to it because I've added it.
Fair enough.
And yeah, I've listened to Butterfly 3000 twice. I think it's
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing about the Giz is like I really do prefer their trippier side.
Yeah.
And I understand they can do like really anything adequately well, but I don't think this album expands upon their sound in any meaningful way.
No. It's cool to hear. Good to know. I even
think the past couple ones have.
Like,
have been a little underwhelming.
Yeah, KG and LW are not. They were not anything like Microtonal Banana or Fishes.
Yeah, Polygon Waterline.
Honestly,
I don't know. I think I have some somewhat hot takes when it comes to the Giz discography compared to most people.
I think it's hard to analyze that much music and like all of it. There's
totally.
no way.
I mean, they definitely have some hits, though. They definitely have some hits.
Oh yeah.
That's why they're so big.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
I've been re-listening to Exoplanet because the guitar.
Did you watch the live stream?
I didn't watch the live stream, and that's why I've been listening to it. And oh my god, man!
Those
the hits are obviously amazing, but even the other tracks are like, damn, dude, this came out in 2011, and like
we will collide by fire.
Like I'm jamming hard.
No, I got that. I probably mentioned it on the podcast, but I got the Exoplanet tab book, which comes with all the guitar profiles and whatnot. And I learned the whole album on guitar a few months ago, and I got super into it. And it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so consistently great. Like Contact is amazing. Oscillator is amazing. Exoplanet, the Suite is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Axioms, like honestly, every track here is pretty.
They're all great.
And then I'm sorry, Flourish is probably just one of the best songs of all time.
I don't disagree.
You have the
It's just so epic, but it's also so stupid and so literally hits every single box.
Last planet.
Yeah. So
dude, Adam, you're not gonna do that.
Oh my god, I was at work the other day and doing nothing because that's half of what I do at my job. And that
in construction, of course.
Yeah, and that is all I had in my head. That one riff, and I know the whole bridge. I know the build up. I know how it goes, and it just gets super epic. And then you can't hum it high enough. Yeah. Yeah, literally.
And then
it's awesome.
We could go on. Are we gonna talk about the new singles that have come out recently here?
We could.
Dude, Colors 2!
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about Colors 2.
Jesus Christ, this is a long ass what we've been listening to.
That's fine. I mean, our thoughts on Fear Factory aren't going to be that long, I don't think.
They really are. It's going to be about 10 minutes of us saying, this is better than we expected, yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, Colors 2, though?
Colors 2 is coming out. That is something that's happening. I don't know why it's happening. I don't think anyone knows why it's happening. I'm kind of scared because it's on
like
Samaria.
The Nostalgia Critic bit where he's like, money!
No, seriously, I'm not sure what to think. I like Fix the Error. I think it's a good song.
Yeah, no, the single is ridiculously good.
Like, it's great. I have no doubt in my mind that, they can pull out another absolute smash. But I am curious, especially with it being on Sumerian, and I know the creative control that Sumerian likes to have in their projects.
I mean, if I'm gonna be real, I guarantee Ash, because Ash, the CEO of Sumerian, I forget his last name, but he's like pretty directly involved in a lot of the business decisions. I guarantee he was like cracked his knuckle.
No color.
You guys should rewrite color. And it's funny because I mean, I'm not getting into it here, but I have sort of an interesting history with colors, and I mean it's an amazing album, one of the better between the Varied Me's, to say the least. But
complicated.
It's interesting. It's yeah, right. It's interesting that they're deciding to release it now.
Yeah, like this many years. It's strange. It really came out of left field.
But I mean, that being said, I mean, I don't know. This new single's amazing.
Yeah,
like actually amazing. And if you look at the past few BTBM singles, they're pretty great. You got Condemned to the Gallows from Automata. You got Famine Wolf and Coma Machine.
Yep.
So, and I have no doubt that the record will be pretty solid. If you look at the track list, it looks like they really are returning to like a Parallax 2 style thing.
Which is arguably good. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting really. BTBAM are playing Worcester, which is the closest state to where we live, in about a month, and I've been getting really excited for that show.
We are going. We will be there. PMMetalGuide will be there. Anyway. Oh, I have a.
If you see two disgruntled neckbeards
I had a brain blast
in the back, nodding our heads with berets.
Oh no! It looks like I don't know what's happening on his end, but his connection has unfortunately gone out. I don't know if he's still recording and if he can hear me. That would be
I'm
bad.
here.
Could you hear me the whole time?
No, you just said.
All right, so you
just like froze.
You froze for me too, so we'll have a nice little cut in the cast there, but that's fine. I got a couple more records that I forgot about that I think we should talk about. But anyway,
well, did we finish our
our colors talk?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, show up, dude. We'll be there.
Show up. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guarantee this record will be pretty good.
Oh,
I'd be amazed if it wasn't.
Right.
It'll probably be about Parallax 2 level quality, so we'll have some truly amazing songs juxtaposed with stuff that's a little forgettable and be too long for its own good. But I'm sure it'll be solid.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so couple of things. Have you heard of the Logistic Form of Slaughter album?
No.
Okay, so there's this Logistic Slaughter. They're a tech death band. They dropped either an EP or an album. It's contested online, I think. But it's like 30 minutes of tech death, right? And it's been getting like a lot of mainstream like Loudwire Metal Sucks attention, right? So I was like, this can't be good, right? Like there's no way. Like it's a tech death album by like no way. However, I listened to it and I gotta say, man, this album's heavy. And I mean, I don't know. Like it does have a modern production, but at the same time, like it's technical death metal and deathcore done as it should be. So, I don't know.
I mean, I totally believe it.
You will be surprised at how heavy it is. I'm going to give you that. Like, you're going to start it and you're going to be like, oh, like, wow. Because
what band is it?
They're called Logistic Slaughter. And, like, it's wicked heavy and, like, super complex rhythms and guitar playing, all that jazz. Like, you're going to be really surprised, like, but it's good. Like, definitely check it out. There's not hot steam blowing up the ass by Loudwire. Like, it's a good record. Check it out. That's Lower Forms of Life on Ungodly Ruins production.
This is pretty heavy.
Yeah, pretty darn heavy. Pretty cool.
I mean, I've been listening to a lot of old school death recently, too.
Yeah.
Probably not going to touch too much upon that, but I've been conditioned.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you listen to the new Dark Throne album? I want to bring it out there. It's a big release.
I did listen to the New Dark Throne album.
Yeah,
it is hysterical.
It's really weird. I don't.
It's not Dark Throne. It's like two like 50-year-old metalheads doing their take on like proto Doom, and it sounds exactly like that.
It's strange. I don't think it's bad, but I'm not gonna revisit it.
The Black Market literally wrote a piece on it.
Yeah.
For the column, and what do they say? It's like. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna look at the terminology they used because.
We don't want to misquote anyone.
No.
Wink. No, I don't know. Yeah. But
it's magically shitty as they describe it.
Okay. Fair enough.
And I would agree with that.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I have one more.
All right.
Surprise Ms. Artham dropped.
I know.
A little earlier this week. And I listened to it, and you know what?
It's actually pretty good.
I think there's a couple really good tracks, but the band is going in a direction that I don't think suits my taste. It's very simple now. It's like, I understand why they're making this type of music because there's the audience for it, and it's a flourishing one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think they're at their best when they were melding trance with black metal.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just electronic black metal, which is fine.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I like my dark wave, I like my synth wave, I like that sort of thing. But this is, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not my favorite.
Not my favorite either. And like the album art's stupid. Like, they've done, like, I'm sorry, it's dumb. And all their album art is so cool. They haven't missed. You know, it's all NASA telescope shots.
Until today.
Well, they had the one from last year, too, that was a painting. But even that one looked very cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Regardless.
That, man, why can't we get back to Isolation?
Dude, Isolate Absence, dude. Oh. Even stuff like the density parameter in 2019. Or, you know, the EPs
like
that
Presence.
The EPs that they dropped, they're all great.
Like, I don't know. I feel like Isolate and Absence are their best work.
Oh, no doubt.
But maybe we're just getting old.
No doubt. Yeah, maybe we are getting old.
All right, I have some very controversial opinions, and then we can move on.
Yeah, all right.
Finally. To Pimp a Butterfly, good album.
Yeah. Huh, that's a weird one.
You'll Get What You Want, also a good album.
Interesting.
To Be Kind, even gooder album.
What? No, I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah, those are my controversial takes.
Okay.
One thing I will actually say is, I've been listening to Pimp Butterfly since I was like 15, right? And didn't really understand a lot of the complex themes there. And after being a lot more, I guess, better educated on certain things, there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty visceral at times.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The album does not hold back at all.
No, it really doesn't. And, like, I don't know, it's funny because the whole time, like, the point of it seems to be, like, advocating for, like, a brand of, like, like, Afro-nationalism and, like, looking past, certain divides, and like seeing everything as like a class issue and like an issue of brotherhood against some sort of corrupt establishment.
Yeah,
it's very leftist. Like it's like very like basic dialectical materialism. And even in like at the end when Kendrick talks to Pac, right?
Yeah.
And I still want to know the inspiration for that. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But, and one of the big things Pac says is like, I believe that the ground is gonna swallow all these people up. Right?
Yeah,
and that's literally just like a Marxist talk. I don't know. Look, album's really amazing. I literally cried listening to Black of the Berry. So I'm a lib. I'm a bleeding heart liberal now.
That's fine. I share the sympathy. I understand. Oh,
and also since I mentioned it, I re-listened to Parallax too, and after all these years, I think I have the exact same take of that. It has like 4 amazing songs, everything else, and it's too long and it's kind of boring, and the B half sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That being said, like, I don't know if the band will ever write something as good as Astral Body, Celestial or Ghost to Rest again.
Who knows? Fix the Error. We got.
I'm actually watching the music video for Fix the Error now, and it's pretty great.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it,
watch it. All right, last thing, very quick, at least for me. I sent you an album over Discord a little while ago, Sam.
You sent me like.
I know. I've
albums.
sent you a lot, but there's a band called Eternal Sword. It is a proclaimed epic raw black metal album or band. They dropped an EP entitled The Cursed Land. It's 2 17-minute long songs. Or 17 and like 15. And it is the rawest black metal I've ever heard in my life. And I don't know. But
you just said that. Now I have to check it out.
I honestly think it is the most abrasive. Like, no, it's not even like you cannot hear the black. Like, it's not. Like, it's so. It's ultra pop on steroids. It is so unbelievably noisy.
Bro, what?
But the thing is like, there is awesome atmospheric and epic black metal going on underneath. So I don't know. Check it out.
Yeah, this like literally sounds like Wold with melody.
You will get ear fatigue. Just saying right now.
Yeah, bro, it's major Screech Owl
dude,
vibes.
Screech Owl, dude. Where's the representation?
Dude, honestly, when's the Wold tour?
Dude, yes. All right. Anyway. All right. Here we are.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
Be right back. Do I have to stall? Do I have to come up with something?
Yeah, I don't know. Shout out. Oh, yeah. Talk about. Do you see that book I sent you?
What book?
The Rainbow Guide to Black Metal.
Oh yeah, I didn't really dive into it, but.
All right. Well, you can read you can live react to that.
All right. Will you send it to me again? So it's just scroll up in your thing. And then I will live react here on PM Metal Guide. You guys like this? This is the way we record podcasts. It's on the fly completely. We have no scheduling. There you go. Our secret is out there. Our secret is out there.
No, what do you mean, dude? It's all very well planned, put together.
This is true.
We actually go off a script. That's why we don't do live appearances.
You just want me to read the overview?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be right back. I'm
just going to read it. This is from pmpress.org. Okay. This is a book called Black Metal Rainbows. And from what I imagine and what I think it is it's like a metal history / like artistic collective of like writers, artists. Let me read the description for you all. Black metal's a paradox, a noisy underground metal genre brimming with violence and virulence. It has captured the world's imagination for its harsh yet flamboyant style and infamous history involving arson, blasphemy, and murder. Today, black metal is nothing less than a cultural battleground between those who claim it for nationalist and racist ends, and those who say, Nazi black metal, fuck off. Black Metal Rainbows is a radical collection of writers, artists, activists, and visionaries, including Drew Daniel, Kim Kelly, Lena Dawes, S.B. Cult, Hunter Hunt Hendricks, Svein Eagle, Hat Livik, Eugene S. Robinson, Margaret Killjoy, and many more. Some names I absolutely recognize. Across essays and theory, fictions, artworks, and comics, we say out loud, long live black metal's true rainbow. This unique volume envisions black metal as an always open, inclusive, and unlimited, a music genre whose vital spirit of total antagonism rebels against the forces of political conservatism. Beyond its cliches of grimness, I lost my place in the text, nihilism,
and over a darkly glittering rainbow.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's very cool, and I'd love to read it. I'm not going to spend $30 on it, but I'd love to. I'd love to.
Adam
read it.
literally hates gay people.
No, I hate capitalism. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool because we've talked about it. We have a full podcast on it. Like, black metal has this really bad Nazi problem and like a long adherence to far right political ideology, and as very much like a white Western male sort of thing meant to alienate everyone else. And so I think rebranding it or at least exploring it through this lens is really cool. And it has essays from like Drew Daniel, Kim Kelly, Hunter Hunt Hendricks, and a few other people.
Yep.
I think it's quite cool.
I agree.
Yeah, Fantana retweeted it, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And lo and behold.
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. Before we talk about real arch enemy, are you ready to see Limp Bizkit live, Adam?
I am ready to see Limp Bizkit live.
You better listen up. You better be able to rap along to every song. So when Fred Durst brings someone up out of the pit, he'd be like, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't want to get on stage with Fred Durst. Not a chance. That's not from...
Dude, you better listen up.
I will listen up. I will. Yeah. Limp Bizkit is touring with Spirit Box, and we're going, and it's gonna be an interesting show for sure. I'm excited to people watch. I'm really excited to see who shows up at this Biz show.
Yeah, no, right? I mean, we got pit tickets, so
that's true.
You better be knocking some people out.
Oh, I will.
Adam, are you gonna go full Fred Durst cosplay with me?
Dude, I would. I'm sure there's gonna be a sea of it.
Yeah, because I literally have my Fred Durst cosplay already. Yeah. So
all right, I will. I won't wear a band shirt for once, and I will go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing a white baggy shirt, Dickies.
Yep.
Shave my beard into a goatee with a backwards red baseball cap.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
So yeah, also check us out there.
Check us out there.
Oh my god,
it's actually in our state, surprisingly. So there you go.
Never happens.
Come on up.
Oh my god! All right, this is the worst podcast we've ever done. Let's
no. There are certainly worse. But anyway, Fear Factory. Yes. All
right, this is where we put the timestamp. So if you just clicked on, now we're actually talking about it.
Yeah. Right. So
who are Fear Factory, Adam?
I believe they're from. This could be very wrong, but I believe they're from. LA, yeah, that's what I thought. Los Angeles, California, as most bands from the 90s were. Or late 90s, kind of. I'm thinking nu metal Tool era. Everyone came from LA. But regardless, the rise of Meshuggah, the rise of like Kobong, and all of those kind of technical thrash metal bands are really getting going,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I don't know the full story, but Burton C. Bell and Dino Cazares,
they meet in a dive bar.
They meet.
It's 3 a.m. on July 4th.
They had, they had like a bassist. The band's been through a lot of members over the years, okay? And they're known
Freaking Gene Hoglan played with them for a while.
Yeah. Actually, does he still? Oh, no, he doesn't anymore.
No.
Anyway. They have a long history, and they've released a number of albums. However, they have been kind of in the public eye for a long time for seemingly no reason, and that has kind of propelled them and kept their success going. From what I'm aware, they have a couple of, good albums in the early 90s, or late 90s, that are kind of like staples of the groove metal genre and that sort of Meshuggah-esque style of music, like Machine Head and, I don't know, all the groove metal bands.
Yeah. And actually, I was reading a retrospective on their second album, which is like the concept one.
Right.
That everyone likes more than any of the other stuff. And apparently, like, Burton C. Bell's, like, vocal style, which he's done since then, really helped, like, establish like modern metalcore vocals
on that album.
Yeah, it's the same one he uses now, and you totally hear it.
Oh yeah, well,
if that's true, you totally hear it.
Well, it's his vocal is at least as harsh. I don't even know. It's weird. He has like 3 vocal styles throughout this album and presumably the rest of the Fear Factory discography.
Yeah, we haven't listened to a single Fear Factory record on this. We are utter noobs.
It's fun.
We did our research, as you should.
It's funny that, we go into this kind of blind, but just with the guise of their public image as our reference.
Yeah, right, which is atrocious. These guys have broken up once, they've broken up again. Burton C. Bell got kicked out of the band. Now him and Dino hate each other. They filed for bankruptcy like twice.
Yeah. The Fear Factory's been through a lot, okay? But here they are, new album after 6 years.
This is their final one with Burton C. Bell.
Yeah. Like, this is a big release for them, Like, they're 20... I don't know what you were going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, if this is like the end of the opening paragraph to the review, we'd say, but is his final release a swan song or doomed to fail?
Exactly. Bingo.
And I mean, full disclosure, like as I've said, I've listened to literally nothing else by this band. Apparently, some of the other stuff is good, but I have read reviews of all their recent albums on AMG. And it seems to be that this band's sound is exactly the same as it was 25 years ago.
And I don't doubt that in the slightest.
No, because, like, above all else, this record sounds dated.
Yeah. It's so brash. Like, the midis are so amateur. Like, the triggered drums are so prevalent.
Yeah, and like honestly, the production is not that bad.
No.
It's more like the tones themselves are just atrocious.
Yeah.
And the style, like this, they've self-described themselves as like cyber metal and said it's a blend of industrial metal and groove metal. I think that's true to some extent. I know I said it earlier, but this is really like proto-gent with like clean vocals and MIDI instrumentation.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good way to describe it. I mean, I definitely think that the industrial side of their sound is just what the symphonic stuff is. So I think it's way more, accurate to call them a symphonic groove metal band, but that's not a genre. People don't like that, so they'll call it industrial. And like they also have like obviously the theme of the band has factory in their name. Like of course they want to, and
it's all about like technology.
Right. I don't even want to start with the lyrics on this album.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, they're so dumb. So the real question is, are all these samples just from the Terminator, or are they from other stuff?
I have no idea. I don't know if I want to know. Although
anywho, all the band has a very consistent lyrical and like aesthetic imagery, which is like that horrific brand of like neo-futurism that came right after cyberpunk, where it was like, what if machines ruled our world, except very rooted in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And all of their lyrics are about that, and oh my god.
Yeah, it's like definitely not our favorite part of the record.
Yeah, and it's funny because honestly, this record is surprisingly like, for what it is, this record is really well done. But all of these things just detract from it in so many different ways. Like the fact that the cover art, the lyrics, the like the tones, the songwriting style, all feel like they were ripped straight out of 1993.
Yeah,
like it doesn't do it much of a service.
No. That being said, this album's pretty fucking heavy when it gets heavy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Like the weird duality this album kind of crosses into is it has that good Meshuggah root. Like the style will work if you do it, Like we oogle in the like super low tuned guitars and deep guttural, like it's epic.
Yeah,
and it's awesome.
Like some of these riffs are really good. So like the drum playing's consistently
it is
really good. Some of the vocal lines are like really good. Like despite how memey they are, they really do stick in your head.
Yeah. Like you just find yourself screaming along to all the really dumb like
Disruptor.
Like it's really stupid, but it is so memorable.
Yeah, and like I've had some of these choruses, which like I feel like I don't like to use the term objectively, but I feel like they're objectively bad.
Yeah.
And I've had some of them stuck in my head like all day.
Right. So I mean, yeah. I mean, where I don't know. Where do we take
like.
it?
Is it worth going track by track if they're all so similar?
I think we could talk about some highlights, maybe, or some not highlights.
Yeah, no, that's really fair. So yeah, I'll let me click on the album. Yeah, so I think Recode is a really solid song.
I agree. The intro, yeah, cringy spoken word, but like it goes right in with the heavy, and like you can tell, you know what you're getting in for when you hit this track. Like it's the whole thing. It's the entire package. It's got everything. It also has.
Oh yeah, totally.
It also has the weird like kind of like I don't even know what to call it, but it's the weird mid growl that is distinctly Burton C. Bell.
Yeah,
like
totally.
this song really shows it, because the other ones like Disruptor is straight Yen's Worship and then the shitty clean, but this song really gives you that nice strange like spoken growl. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like kind of hardcore-y,
yeah,
except with like a little bit more like technique behind it.
It's really.
But I will say, like, this song is unironically pretty great. Like, as soon as you get like, I'm just gonna assume it's like a Terminator quote that is like that turns the cringe dials to 11. Yeah. As soon as you get past that, you know, you get this this sick riff that like builds up, and even like the shitty synths that come on sound cool, and then everything comes back, and suddenly Burton C. Bell's like, "Imagine your life, take it from you." And you're like, wow, this is horrific. But then the chorus comes in, and it just kind of works. And one thing that's absurd about Fear Factory is a lot of metal bands have sort of moved away from the very traditional pop song structure.
No.
No. Fear Factory are like, you get an intro, you get a verse, you get a pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, pre-chorus, chorus.
It's really funny. And you can plot it out. Like, you can. It's not hidden one bit.
Oh, seriously. And, like, what kills me is, like, the clean vocals. Like, you know, when we think clean vocals in metal, we think, like, one of two things. We think, like, the really overproduced, like, melodic metalcore pop sort of thing. Or, like, I don't know, the modern melody, like, the In Flames clean, or, like, the Arch Enemy clean. And this is neither of those. No. It's, like, this immensely shitty, like, kind of, like, goth rock vocals, but, like, a lot more aggressive and filtered through like 3 layers of autotune. It's funny because Burton C. Bell is clearly like a talented vocalist. Like he can scream incredibly well. And he has good breath control and good tone and all that. But Jesus Christ, this man's like singing tone is abysmal.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't know whether that's on the production end or whether on his end, but yeah, no, it's really bad.
Why deny of you dream?
Well, it's got like a really bad like 5-finger death punch drawl, but you know, I don't know. There is kind of a harsh edge, and when he pushes himself into that weird metalcore mid through the cleans, it actually sounds pretty good. But like,
yeah, no, I fully agree. It's just like kind of absurd how like every chorus on this, without a doubt, is like right in between well performed and utter dog shit, and like I can never tell which side it's at.
Yeah, and you kind of have to just go into the meme. Like you have to get into it to enjoy it, because otherwise you're not going to.
Yeah, like I mean, if you come into this record with like, you know, sort of the metal critic mindset, which we tend to approach music with, where it's like, all right, you know, is this good? Like, what parts of it are done? It'll just fall apart, because it really is an anomaly in the sense that this record is somehow greater than the sum of its parts in a really bizarre sense. Like the whole thing is honestly quite enjoyable to listen to.
Yeah,
you know, you just have to be there for when like atrocious like what the heck is this song about, Adam?
What? Which one?
Dude, Recode.
I mean, let's go into it, dude. Why deny your dream?
About why deny your life, you dream. A generation gets left behind, degenerate. I break away from my soul to keep. I break away.
It's nothing. It's bullshit. All of them are bullshit, you know? Like, hold on, which song is it? It's
Purity?
Yeah, is it Purity? Yeah, like, that chorus is just so stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I totally...
But yeah. Now I gotta listen to it.
I am one of you, take me as I am.
Like,
I am one of you, you made me as I am.
It's just, yeah, man. They're really bad, but I don't know. You get into it, I guess.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, Disruptor's a pretty good song.
No, dude, Disruptor smacks. That song's heavy as shit. That's like the new Millennium Cyanide Christ of this album, without a doubt.
Yeah, it actually is like heavy as shit.
No, the song goes hard.
You have like this pretty like beefed up skank groove with like some, you know, proto-gent. And I will say the chorus kind of sucks.
Yes, it does. But it does. The post-chorus is pretty good. Like, I Am the Disruptor is not the cringiest thing that's on here, and like, it very much works.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I am the Disruptor.
Like, you know, it's cringe, but I don't know. That's what this album is. It's cringe, but
it's surprisingly well put together. Despite them making the same song for 30 years, the band actually does know what they're doing.
Yeah. Which is weird, because I was not expecting it. Like,
me either.
I really had my ears rocked when I heard this album for the first, because I was like, I don't know what to think.
No, I mean, I really expected like the worst thing imaginable. I expected like, I don't know, Life Right Now Part 2 or something. Yeah.
Dude, don't even.
But
don't
no,
even
this is like surprisingly well done. There are even some songs here, like, heck, if I... Maybe,
dude, Fuel-Injected Suicide Machine also goes hard.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, these things, it's also, like, these songs are filled with, like, generally clever songwriting tricks, like, as part of, like, the arrangement, like, for example, since we were just talking about Disruptor, like, the way the second verse, how the guitar and the bass drop out, and it's just the drums for the first half, and they come in, and it does stuff like that a lot, that keeps the whole thing pretty engaging. And, like, the riffs here are awesome, like, they're really simple, but they really do work. Like, the intro to Purity is sick. I just wish the chorus wasn't hard. Like, the chorus in that song is just also bad.
Yeah.
But the intro to it is sick. It's super genty. It has a nice pulp. Yeah, Fuel-Injected Suicide Machine. Unironic slapper.
Yeah, song goes hard.
One of the better songs on the record. Like,
dude, I hate
everything.
I hate everything. It's so dumb, but like, it works.
Everything that I see.
Like, it's dumb, but it works. And like, it's heavy. Literally. And like, you have the shitty symphonics in the back, like, bum bum. It's really cinematic. It's really dumb, but it's funny. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, right before this podcast, I sent Adam a 6/6 Samus drum playthrough of it. Yeah. And like, if you just like take these instrumentals, they're great.
Yeah.
And like, I honestly think this is probably the best chorus on the record.
Yeah. It's
like,
also
this chorus is quite
chorus. But yeah.
Well, there's a clean chorus.
Is there?
You know, like, I'm not afraid of destiny.
Moving right.
With violent grace. Like, it's really.
I think.
And there's some.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, there's some like pretty nice ambient over the top of it.
Yeah. And then it's got a breakdown. And there you go. That's all you need.
No, literally. I think Collapse is also really good. Like that like pre-chorus into the chorus, like the no more will I.
Oh yeah.
No more.
Also, very stupid lyrics, but it sounds great. And that song is groovy as hell. Like when it really gets into it, like you're grooving as hard as you are on a song like, I don't know, any of the like really groovy Meshuggah songs.
Yeah, like, I don't know, Do Not Look Down.
Yeah, like that. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Collapse is great. I think
honestly, I was jamming a Manufactured Hope earlier today too. I think that's a good vocal line, but it's also very stupid, and the instrumentals are dumb. and the chorus sucks. But like, you know, I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like kind of like Slipknot, where like you can like with Slipknot you can recognize that like they're doing a lot of really clever things like objectively well, in comparison to like a lot of things that they're doing horribly. Like take a song like Unsainted for example.
Sure.
Like it's a good song, but holy shit, it is just like bargain barrel. If you thought in your mind, what would a Slipknot single sound like? It is that.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, I feel like that really is this band's career, though.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And you know what, though? I get why this has a fan base. I do. Because I would go to a Fear Factory concert. I'll say it. I would.
I know, dude. I go to a Fear Factory concert.
It'd be
and,
fun.
Knock heads or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know now. Burton C. Bell's out of the band. It's a different show. Who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
What?
So is the chorus to Cognitive Dissonance genius or horrible? I can't tell.
No, I gotta re-listen to it. Oh.
It's the one where it's like, why do you enforce your laws on me?
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. It's the same question as the rest of these, man. Like,
but I don't know, I think this is probably my favorite part on the record, unironically, because like I legitimately cannot tell if it's good or not.
I think it is. I think it's as good as Fear Factory's gonna get. I don't think it's anything special normally. Like, it's very basic, but it does really work, especially with the harsh vocals that come at the end of it. And then it goes right back into the heavy chugging and all that fun stuff. So I'll say yeah. I'll give a yeah to that.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. End of line's probably too long.
Well, it has like an outro, doesn't it? Doesn't it have like a tech outro?
Yeah, it does.
Also, that chorus just sucks. Like,
whoa. Which one?
How can this be reality?
Reality. End of line. End of time. And well, you know what? This chorus is like objectively bad.
Yes.
But the thing is, like, I don't know. I actually think, like, I don't know. I enjoy this record. I think it's fun. I don't think I'll ever, like, listen to it again. But I don't know. Maybe once in a while I'll be like, you know what?
Fear Factory time. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, it is fun. It's really stupid. And you really got to put in the energy for it. But if you put in that energy, it will absolutely blow you away.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I feel like there's much more to say. I mean, what's the verdict here?
Well, honestly, I think I'm gonna give this album a 6 because I do enjoy it.
I agree. I think this is a hard 6.
I agree. I enjoy it, but I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's good at all.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
The only positive points I can give it are that I enjoy it. Really. Because
I think the riffs are good.
Riff, yeah, fine. And alright. Performance, thumb up. But
yeah, I agree.
I don't know, execution, production, like
tones.
Yeah, no, you can't endorse any of it. But I will say that the sum of its parts does yield success. I am fulfilled by listening to this album in some way, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I listened to it today while I was at the gym, and it was certainly successful for just, like, getting me somewhat entertained.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. This is 6. We like this record. Yeah. I feel bad because we spent an hour talking about what we've been listening to and 20 minutes talking about Fear Factory.
We only spent 20 minutes? Really? Is that it? I'll believe it.
Yeah, we only spent 20 minutes.
Well, you know what? That's okay.
So we'll have to label it Fear Factory discussion and other. No, I don't know. and 40 and like 2 hours of
other recap and talking about the future.
The future.
But yeah, man, that's Fear Factory. I'm glad actually that this is the first Fear Factory album I listened to. I don't know. I think any other one, I don't know what would have happened, except for maybe the good one, Demanufactured.
Apparently, there are a few good ones. I've heard though that this is better than a lot of recent ones.
Well, I hope that I don't even know what I hope. This exists. That's what I'm gonna say. It exists, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I have no.
I don't know if I'll ever listen to it again, but it is good.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna sum up. Yeah, 6, dude. Like, comment, subscribe. Done.
Well,
Done.
All right.
No,
what do we have for news?
And actually, I feel like
we
there's
haven't
more.
talked about the Leprous single.
Yeah, there you go. New Leprous album coming, and they dropped a single that I love.
It's actually quite good.
Pretty darn good.
You know, it taps into like a symphonic like pop angle that they haven't hit yet, and it actually works quite well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Leprous is a band that knows they're another band that can kind of do whatever they want and get away with it successfully, and they do that. And I'm excited for the new record. Will it be better
as
than
much? Sorry, you go.
I said, will it be better than Pitfalls?
Probably, I don't know. I think as Leprous fans that actually like metal, I think we just have to generally accept that they're never going to release another Coal or Bilateral or even Congregation.
Who knows? Honestly, who knows? Like, anything could happen, dude. Although bands do get a bit heavy over time.
Pop, it really depends on the artist, because then you have Sumac, who started out like heavy as balls and became the heaviest band in the universe.
Yeah.
Or like same thing with Primitive Man. I don't know. I feel like if you're an underground band, you're kind of destined to like be balls to the walls heavy.
That's what your fame's on. Yeah, no, I don't know. It'll be. I'm sure it'll be good regardless of what it is. So.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, new Death Heaven album's coming out soon. Infinite Matter.
Yeah.
Infinite Matter. That's exciting. New single dropped either today or yesterday. The Gnashing. I think it's pretty darn good. Yeah. I listen to it. It's good. I'm looking up. I'm looking on trying to find some news. Manson turned himself in for the New Hampshire arrest warrant.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah. Good.
Dude, look, he's literally innocent.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Actually, I was at a boardwalk near where we live recently, and I saw like a Marilyn Manson caricature in like an artist's wall, and I was like, "Bro, take that shit down, come on, man."
That's funny.
No more will I. Bro, speaking of Fear Factory news, this is their first album to not chart on Billboard 200 since 1995.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Well, and it actually sold a pretty respectable 6,500.
Well,
it's just streaming sort of makes it harder for bands like Fear Factory to get onto there. Actually, I found this really interesting dude that posts like the highest charting metal records every single week, and he's been doing it for like 20 years online. Mm-hmm. And it's just some interesting data to look at. Maybe I was going to say maybe we could start going over it every week.
Sure, yeah, that'd be interesting.
Because it's so different from what you'd expect.
Yeah, dude, Matt Heafy got COVID after the vaccine.
Bro, I don't. Nostra Demon Rats! It's called like Metal Insider?
Actually, hold on. I have your, I just saw an article for it. I think. Or I saw an article.
It's called Metal Insider, and I think the article I do is by the numbers.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll be.
I'll share it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is something. It's generally related. Oh, did we see that? I didn't realize that Bruce Dickinson was like a raging conservative.
I did not know that actually either.
Yeah, dude. So not only has he been a very vocal Tory for many years, and
I've been on Metal Insider. Yeah, okay. I know this website at least.
Yeah, and they post these every week and they're really good. But he was super for Brexit, like 100% pro Brexit, like British for a British bruv. And now he's like, yeah, Brexit. We shouldn't have done Brexit because it hurts touring bands. Yeah, fuck you too, Bruce Dickinson. I don't know, man. It's just so like the more you learn about worldly politics, is the more is like, oh, all far right ideologies are basically the same, self-eating like neo-fascistic tendencies.
Dab.
And they'll always get those old blokes that are like casually racist and don't want their chitlin to become girls in the classroom, or scary brown people to invade their shores. And I don't know. It's just it's kind of disappointing that Bruce Dickinson, like of all people.
Unfortunate.
Do you want to go over this? Thing?
Yeah, we can go over it. Let's go over.
All right, Beartooth sold the most record this week.
That makes sense.
It was a debut. It debuted at number 2, which is incredibly
wicked high.
Surprising.
I don't know, man. This band's huge.
Beartooth, yeah, they're giant. Like a normie girl I used to work with is like a huge Beartooth fan, and like her other favorite artists are like Taylor Swift and Lorde. So if that tells you anything, like Beartooth are gigantic.
Yeah. I haven't heard of
who the hell are Light the Torch.
Might have put out their best album to date. I don't even know who you are. I don't know.
They're probably like a dad rock band.
Oh god, I think you might be right. They're not on Metalum.
Oh, they're yeah. So they're a metalcore / hard rock supergroup, helmed by Howard Jones.
Ah, yes. Well, then it makes sense why. Yeah. Also, their best album to date.
Listen to the single. Album. It'll literally be exactly what you expect.
Ugh, I hate that. Hold on. Light the torch. Let me fall apart.
I mean, I think Howard Jones is actually a very solid vocalist. But
no,
Jesus
I agree.
Christ, I'd never listen to this music ever.
Oh God, yeah, no, thank you.
And get to the vocals. They're exactly what you'd expect. Dark Throne debuted at number 40.
Good for them.
2,500 sold.
Nice job.
It's hysterical to me. Like when we talk about like metal numbers, because Dark Throne are arguably one of the most important and most popular black metal groups of all time, right? So if you like, chances are you stop someone on the street and you ask them to name a black metal band, they'll name like Mayhem, Emperor, Dark Throne, and Burzum, right? Those are like the big 4.
Yeah.
And of those, their new record, their first in a couple of years, with like a full promotion tour and everything, sells 2,500 copies in its first week. That, like, holy shit, it definitely puts some things into perspective. So imagine, like, when we talk about a band who's huge in metal blogs, like Esok Trillium or whatever, and you look at their most popular song and it has 6,000 plays on Spotify or whatever, and you look at Dark Throne and they have several million plays, and suddenly you realize that, oh wow, there's negative money to be made in this genre.
Yeah.
That's why we love it.
That's why we love it.
I guess Buckcherry dropped another record.
They're 9th.
It debuted at 60 with almost 2,000 sold.
Not bad. Dream Theater live album.
It's Images and Words in Full from their Japanese tour. Debuted at 69. And then what? Day Dorn.
Yeah, there you go. Day Dorn.
Debuted at 84. 1,500 copies sold.
Dude, I'll support
another band.
That. I'll support
another
that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
right? I mean, well, it's funny because they're on Relapse, which is, basically the biggest metal label you can be on. And they're a band we'd consider giant. And still, it's like 1,500 copies sold. And then you do a little bit of math, and you're like, wait, so there are 6 people, right? And then, so let's say at an average of $10 per album, so that's $1,500 for the full album, right? So that means they each get paid like $200.
Anyway, Cerebral Rot's Excretion of Mortality is at 174.
This record's so good. Have you not listened to it?
Dude, this music's hard for me to listen to.
Dude, close your eyes, and picture Cannibal Corpse worship, and it's that.
I know it is. And I've listened to the
I put it in the ads this week. It's great.
I put on the singles a couple of times, and man, this brand of death metal I just cannot get into. It's the same thing as, like, I don't know. There's a bunch of other albums like this that are in the same exact vein and have the same popularity. And I don't know. Maybe I just need to listen to the full album and get into it. But yeah, I don't know. Not yet. I will though. Now that it's the big thing, I'll do it. Fine.
Caveman riffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, after seeing that Guillotine show a couple weeks ago, I think I've gained a new appreciation for like simple as shit death metal riffing.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Drug Church.
I've never heard Drug Church. Have you heard of Drug Church?
Yeah, no, they're on
band.
They're on Pure Noise, and we get sent all of them. And this isn't a debut.
Lol.
Or is it a debut?
Could be.
Oh yeah, no, it is a debut. Yeah, Drug Church, Fractal Universe,
Meme.
150 flexing, and dude, okay, is it just me? Is it like? Is like Scale the Summit, like, I thought they were bigger than this.
I thought they were too. Are they not?
Like, I feel like you don't release a new record and have it sell like 100 copies.
Didn't they take a hiatus for a while? Is that?
Yeah, and also like the lead dude behind it is like kind of an asshole to work with. Yeah, they have 74,000 monthly listeners, and their most popular song has 5.5 million. So it's kind of insane that the new album would only sell 100.
Why does every song have a feature on it?
Maybe it's a feature record.
Oh, well, that doesn't.
Oh yeah, no. There's the Ross. I've listened to the Ross Jennings one. It was pretty good.
There's Courtney LaPlante in there too.
Yep. And then
anyway.
what I always find interesting is it goes like you get to see the albums that sell like pretty well every week after this too, and this is exactly what you'd expect. This thing about Mammoth WVH, which is just Wolfgang Van Halen's solo project, is you really would expect it. Like, it's one of those things where I've never seen anyone ever mention them. I've never heard anyone be like, "Oh yeah, I like this music" in my entire life, and for whatever reason, it's like ludicrously popular, like relatively speaking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That just happens. A lot of it's location. I mean, who knows? Like.
Yeah, I guess we're not exactly in the scene to talk to the people that would listen to this or support it.
Yeah,
but it's popular.
Mm-hmm.
Dance Gavin Dance is defying everything by being like the most popular heavy music group ever.
Yeah,
this is the second week of a live album, and it's sold more than every record above it.
It's nuts. That band is popular. I said it.
Yeah.
Bam.
And they suck. Like, well, we have to just release like a Dance Gavin Dance hate cast, but oh my god, I'd rather like cut out my earlobes with knives than listen to a Dance Gavin Dance album.
That I agree with. Dude, Halloween!
Dude, that's a record that I listen to and sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I was putting together my playlist for the radio this week, and I was like, oh, you know what? Halloween Legends. I should probably play one of their songs, right? So I throw it on. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a nice riff. And then the vocals come in. It's like,
Sam, it's their most popular album since 2007. Or their most highly rated album since 2007.
I don't know. I'll never like this type of music.
Nope, me neither.
Greta Van Fleet. This record's been out for like 2 months and still sells like 1,500 copies a week. I hate the world.
Yeah.
Pretty Reckless also continues to sell crazy well, and like that music is dog shit. I'm sorry.
No, it is. It is.
We got our boys Fear Factory.
There they are. Oh,
with a 78% drop from their debut.
That's sad.
I don't know. I'm sure they're doing fine.
It's also crazy that someone like Foo Fighters only sells 1,000 albums a week.
Well, to be fair, this is like
I know it's from a few months ago, but even still. Like, I don't know, man.
No, yeah, no, totally.
I'd still expect it to be higher.
Rise Against, AC/DC, Gojira.
842 copy.
No, literally. And yeah, and after this, it's just like a lot of older stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like this shit's crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so informative, like, because we really do tend to be like, oh yeah, that band's huge.
Yeah.
And then, like and then they sell like 10 albums in their first week, and you're like, Nani?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Infinity Land dropped a video. That video is great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Speaking of which, hey,
dude, this album is growing on me so.
I'm telling you, this record. Oh my god, it goes so hard, and it's so.
It's probably unironically gonna be in our top 10.
No, I have no doubt, dude.
James Franco, Seth Rogen, Allison Brie.
It's so heavy, so I don't know. I think it's really original too.
Seriously, because like the thing is, the first impulse is like, oh, it's just like early Oxbow, right? But then you realize, no, they're taking some Melt Banana in there. There's some Jesus Piece. There's some like modern hardcore, some death metal in there, and that's just really well done.
Yeah, super well done.
Speaking of, did you see Melt Banana are playing like the Sinclair?
I did not see that.
I feel like we have to go to that show.
When is it? Shame.
I'm checking right now, Adam. It's in February.
That's right. They're playing with Igor, right? Isn't that who they're touring? I think they're touring with.
Yeah, it's Igor, Melt Banana, and Vows. What the heck?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's an insane show.
I'm mad that. Well, I'm not mad, but like.
It's kind of surprising that Melt Banana is headlining.
Right. It's Igor headlining. I guess.
Well, either way, we're going to that show, okay?
Yeah, it's next year, right? It's next.
Yeah, it's in February.
No, it's in March 3rd. Brighton.
Oh. Brighton.
Yep.
I feel like it'll be fun.
That'll be fun. It would have been cool. It would have been cool if it was Boris and Endon and. No, who did Igor play with?
There was Boris, Endon, and Mutoid Man.
Right.
Which is kind of hysterical, because one of those bands is not like the others.
Who played with... Who did Igor play with at... They played with,
in like 2018?
Yeah, they played with someone. It was on their other tour. The old Savage Sinusoid tour. I don't remember. They played it with someone. It was someone big. Hold on.
I don't think it was big. I don't remember the opener that well.
Hold on.
Alright, well, I'll kill some time. Born of Osiris are dropping a new record this week, and it's horrible.
Oh my god, dude. Singles are bad.
Poppy dropped a new song.
Yep, Poppy did drop a new song.
It's pretty good. We ever gonna buy those tickets, by the way?
That's all.
Fortnite Burger. Another woman came forward in the Marilyn Manson lawsuit. Astronoid are recording new music, which is cool.
That's very cool. I want to visit that Catan record more.
Catan?
It's one of the guys. No, it's two guys from ThatNet.
Oh yeah.
Well, it might be. I don't exactly remember, but they are involved all within that kind of incestuous plastow.
Yeah, I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, it's got
Oh yeah, the Meshuggah tour with Converge and Torch is gonna be insane.
Oh my god, that's yes, that is insane.
I already got tickets to that.
Did you?
Yeah, one of our friends whose name begins with a J bought one for me.
Yeah, all right, I gotta buy one.
Tickets are like $50. I'll go to that. You sent me that Twitter post is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any other? Oh, the Who announced a tour.
Mm-hmm.
You were not excited about that.
Yeah. Well, dude, whatever.
Adam literally hates The Who.
I don't hate The Who. I mean, The Who obviously have their rightful place in music, but I don't know.
Did you see that the new Halsey record's literally produced by Trit and Atticus?
I did not see that. That is incredibly interesting.
Hell, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, I'll listen to it too.
Ooh, I think Ross from Haken's releasing a solo record.
Nani? That'd be cool.
Except, get this.
All
it's
the
80s pop.
I still bet it'll be great. What am I talking about? Like, it'll be great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like it's gonna be great. Oh,
go on.
He dropped a single for it. I haven't heard the single. Hold on, let me listen to it.
Apparently, it's 80s pop.
Hold on. I mean, the title of the song is "Words We Can't Unsay."
Oh my god! Look at this album cover.
Yeah,
too.
I see. Yeah. I mean, look, man. If he's gonna go in on the meme, I'll do it, dude. I'll dive. He's talented enough, you know. I believe it.
Yeah, no, he's an immensely talented vocalist and composer.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. This sounds like 125 era. Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure it'll be just good, just great, just dandy.
Record of the year.
All right, I can't listen to that seriously, right?
Nope, I can't either. You know what, Ross? It was good. Good while it lasted. By the way, that Perturbator record's awesome. I've been listening to it a lot too.
Yeah, I've been meaning to dive into it more. I've listened to it a couple times, and yeah.
Also, Imperial Triumphant dropped a jazz album.
Really?
Well, it's not like them. It's called Kilter. It's the bassist and drummer with a saxophonist.
Yeah, all right. Wait, am I? Hold on, am I about to? It says on our YM that Perron and Imperial Triumphant are related artists, and
I'm pretty sure one of the drummers played for the other at one point. Oh, also, did you know that the bassist and the drummer for Imperial Triumphant played with Zorn for a bit?
That doesn't surprise me a single bit.
Yeah, they dropped a avant-garde jazz EP. I'm sure it's sick.
The first Imperial Triumphant drummer was the first Perron drummer. That's what it is.
That's fair.
And they both started like at the exact same time. But anyway. That's going to be a sick show.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Yeah, no, we really like this year is going to be ludicrous. We also got like the Inter Arma,
like, no doubt.
Inter Arma, wait, it's Inter Arma and
Artificial Brain.
Yeah, Jesus, that's insane.
Yeah, no.
Also, I think Thou were touring with Emma Ruth Rundle.
Oh, dude, that would be pretty dumb if that was the case. Let's. I'm gonna take a quick.
I think they're planning it. I don't think it's announced yet.
Well, they've certainly played shows together before, so it wouldn't be.
Yeah, they literally toured together in like 2018, and we were like, "Oh yeah, we don't need to see Thou." And funnily enough, they were playing 3S.
Yeah, it was in town. Like we could have very much made it.
That was in like August before college, and. Yeah, annoying that we didn't go to that show.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What do we got? What do we got for releases next week?
You mean tomorrow? / maybe when this episode goes up? Because I don't know. Who knows? We may change our schedule. I don't know.
No, dude. Thursday release date.
That means I have to edit this tonight.
Yeah, you're doing something else.
There's a Mayhem EP.
Oh yeah.
With punk covers and B-sides.
Sure.
Wait, no.
I mean,
set of punk covers for a B-side, along with 3 new songs.
The new songs are really good.
Yeah, but it's Mayhem, man.
I don't think So I just went through the whole Toilet of Hell new records. I didn't recognize a Oh, actually, At the Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's their weirdest album since the red one.
Interesting. I'll go on No Clean. And I'll go on Angry, too.
Yeah, true OGs know that the actual Best at the Gates record is, oh shit, what's it called? Is the Red in the Sky is Ours,
Yeah, I mean,
which is their like utterly bizarre like record they dropped when they first broke up with like dissonant like violin parts.
lol.
And apparently this album is also quite weird. Okay.
I don't think there's
okay,
too much coming out next week.
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't think literally anything's coming out. But so let me just say, if I see one more, we've reached the tipping point when it comes to Phoebe Bridgers worship. If I see one more artist get sent to my radio station that says like inspired by Phoebe Bridgers or like recommended if you like Phoebe Bridgers, I'm gonna murder myself. Like, look, I understand she's a queen. Punisher's great. One before that's also great, but you know I can only hear so much like derivative, like in kind of straightforward indie.
It's got the Billie Eilish effect.
Yeah, right. Well, also this is the hottest take you'll ever hear out of my mouth is that Punisher only has 2 good songs.
I don't disagree. Oh, Phoebe hate coming in the chat.
I think the fun thing we'll talk about is that speaking of Billie Eilish, her new singles have done atrociously.
Yeah, they haven't performed very well.
Yeah, which is honestly pretty surprising, because when we all fall asleep, that record was like at number 1 for like over a month. It had like several chart-topping singles.
Hey, Your Power. Yeah, Your Power only has like 140 million streams on Spotify. It's not doing that well, you know.
Yeah, no. Meanwhile, you know, meanwhile we're talking about Dark Throne, like biggest black metal artist ever, and we're like, their new record has like 10,000. Yeah, the new Lord single also came out. We didn't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Solar Power. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the record when it comes out.
I don't know. It's Lord. I'm sure it'll be both critically beloved and fans will love it. But I actually really like Melodrama. One of my friends was really into it, so I listen to it quite often.
It's a good record.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why people go hard over it. But yeah, this new Lord single's atrocious. I think it's her worst thing she's dropped.
Wow. That's bold.
I know, strong. Them's fighting words. Let's see. Is there anything else in the pop world that I should comment on?
I don't think so. I really don't think, honestly, too much has happened in the music world in the last week or so. I could be eating my words by saying that, but I don't know.
Ed Sheeran's dropping an album.
Yeah. They just... Ooh, Def Heaven did Pitchfork did a Def Heaven.
Whoa. Miley Cyrus dropped a cover of Nothing Else Matters.
Oh, did you not see? I saw that. Oh, yeah.
Nothing else matters.
They're doing a black album. No, they're doing a black album cover album.
Yeah, with like 52 covers.
Yeah. That's right. Ghost is doing Enter Sandman. I can't wait to hear that.
Oh, yeah, honestly, it'll probably be good. Did I already tell you, like, mention the DC Dark Knights compilation, like the whole thing?
We talked about DC Dark Knights, I think, on the last podcast.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, well, then we're burnt out. There's nothing else.
We've hit the end.
Yeah, what? Only 2 hours.
Pitchfork gave New at the Gates a 7.5.
That's pretty good for them.
Mm-hmm. The strongest album of their second act.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Nani.
From Pitchfork themselves, the gods, of course, of music.
Oh. Do you know? Okay, this new Alexis SF Marshall record is going to be like a 5.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't write the rules. I just follow them.
I have to hear the whole record because I think the singles are they're good, but
they're just like
they're
just like less sex but more boring.
I actually think it's City Song but more boring.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I feel like that's also
hear me out. Daughter is the worst song on You Won't Get What You Want.
Yeah, I agree.
only worse than Guest Techno.
I mean, worst song on You Won't Get What You Want is A Death Sentence, so there you go.
POV.
Yeah.
You've been knocking and knocking and knocking, and you can't get
Dude,
in.
honestly, let me in, dude. All right. We've run it clear. That's it.
Next podcast, sometime in the near future, we'll actually talk about Pale Communion.
Yes, that is not a thing that we forgot. The Obethesy will be returning. We've been busy and haven't been listening to too much music.
As soon as the I've been listening to a lot of music. What do you mean?
Well, I've been listening to a lot of music too, but a lot.
As soon as the school year starts again, it's a lot easier to get into a regular schedule. Summer's sort of weird. You know, we're both working jobs with odd hours and doing a lot of things.
Yeah. So
maybe next time it'll be far. Oh, I'm going to a jazz festival on the 30th.
Really?
Yeah, Newport Jazz.
Yeah, that'll be
It's
fun.
an insane lineup. Actually,
I
I got press passes for my radio.
Hey, there you go. Dude, go talk to some jazz people.
Yeah, freaking Christian Scott at Junn's gonna be there, dude.
There you go.
Robert Glasper is gonna be there. It should be fun.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, Fear Factor's a 6. Sorry for listening. We're sorry. Have a good night. Stay safe. PM Metal Guide.
Bye.